Hello, I'm Timothy Perfect from Tucanu Software, and in this video I'm going to show you how to import the base image from Windows Install Media, Windows 10 DVD or ISO, and be able to inject drivers into it so it's able to boot something like this 2016 MacBook, as well as put it into a Winclone package and deploy it to a bunch of different machines. And I'll also show you how to be able to add a script and post install drivers and programs to be able to do it. So this kind of shows you from getting the base image from the Windows Install Media through troubleshooting some problems and injecting drivers to fully deploying the image to devices. So let's go ahead and get started. So let me show you the actual reason that we have to inject drivers. So I have this 2016 MacBook, 2016 MacBook. It actually has a SSD in it that requires a driver for Windows to boot up on first boot. So if we were to take that base image off the Windows Install Media and try and restore it to this MacBook, it actually blue screens, and it gets a blue screen with the error code inaccessible boot device because that driver is not available on first run. Other issues that you run into on first run, if the keyboard and mouse doesn't work, it's obviously very difficult to do any troubleshooting or configuration. So that would be a good reason to inject it as well. So you can see here that I get the inaccessible boot device, and now that means that I can't even get in and configure it. So what we need to do is take that base image from the Windows Install Media and be able to inject the drivers for the SSD. So let's go ahead and get started with the example. So I downloaded from Microsoft the installation media. It's a Windows 10 Enterprise 1703 install media, and I put it in a folder on my desktop. So in the Finder, I'll just double click on it and it'll mount. And inside that folder, you'll see there's a sources folder, and in the sources folder is the base install file, which is called install.wim. So we'll take that install.wim and I'll copy it into that resources folder I copied onto my desktop. So that gets copied over off of the DVD. After that completes, what we're going to do is we need the drivers to inject into that base image. And we do that by going into the Boot Camp Assistant in macOS on the computer that we need the drivers for. So it would be on this MacBook that we would go into Boot Camp Assistant and download the drivers. And so so that's completed copying. So now we'll go into Boot Camp Assistant and we will go into the Action menu and download the drivers. So go up to the Action menu, download Windows Support Software. I'm going to go ahead and save it into this folder I created on the desktop. And once it's completed, we'll have all the resources we need to be able to go ahead and inject the drivers and then be able to image this machine. So now we have to go actually into a Windows machine and be able to inject the drivers using a command line utility called DISM. So the first thing we do is we create a directory that we're going to mount this base image on, and I called it C:\/WIM mount. And then I run the DISM command to mount WIM, and I specify the path to that base image, that install.wim file. And it will go ahead and mount on onto that directory. So now the WIM file is mounted. After we do that, we'll inject the drivers into it. Okay, it's now mounted. So the next thing I'm going to do is do the command to actually inject the drivers. That's again is another DISM command. And I just point it at the mounted base image, the base install.wim, and also a path to the drivers, which is the folder of drivers that I downloaded from Apple. And those then get injected into that WIM image. Okay, so that's completed now, and what I'll do is I'll unmount the image, which actually saves all the content back into that WIM. So you use the DISM command again to unmount the image using the commit option, and then that saves it off to that WIM file. All right, so that's completed. So now we're done doing what we need to in Windows after injecting that driver. And so we have the correct base image, which is that install.wim. And what we're going to do next is actually import that install.wim into Winclone, into a Winclone image. And then we can take that image, restore it to this MacBook, or deploy it with a package. And so in this example, I'm going to show you how to be able to deploy it with a package and do some customization on it. So you can see in our resources, we have everything we need. And we could just restore the image. Well, we first have to import it. So we go to the option of Create Winclone Image from WIM. Select that WIM that we save to our resources folder, and click on Open. And what that does is it will now allow us to save the Winclone image that has that base image with the drivers in it. So I'll save this onto my desktop. I'll call it Windows 10 Injected Drivers. And I'll go ahead and save it. So it's now been saved. And so now I have a Winclone image that I can now restore it if I wanted to. But I'm going to go ahead and make a package. So the first thing to do is select that image that I just created, because that's what I'm going to be deploying. And I will restore it to an existing Boot Camp partition. I'll also do some customization. I'm going to set the organization name on first boot. I'll also set the name of the owner, and I'll set it to my name. And this will automatically happen when Windows first starts up. It'll set these values. I'll also create an initial local admin user, give it a password, and also automatically run a script that installs the remainder of the Boot Camp drivers. So I'll go ahead and save that. I'll click Show SysPrep folder, and I'll drag the resources from the drivers folder into the Winclone folder in the SysPrep folder that was shown. Anything that's in the Winclone folder will be copied to the root level of the Boot Camp partition once it's been restored. So let's go ahead and actually install that package and see what happens. So you can deploy this with a client management system, but for this example, we're just going to double click on it and click on the options to just restore it onto the Boot Camp partition that I have right here. So when you're installing a package, a great way to kind of see the progress is if you go up into the Windows menu, there's a installation log option, and you can actually see what's going on. So the progress bar will hold at that position while it's running the script to create the Boot Camp or restore to the Boot Camp partition. But to actually see the progress, we go to Show All Logs and Installation Log, and you can actually see that the progress is going forward. So we'll let that finish. Okay, it's finishing up, and it's all done. So we will quit out of the installer, or close the installer, and now we'll boot into Windows and see what happens. So this is at the point before when it did the blue screen, said inaccessible boot device. Actually, that's the point where it just switched over, and it actually found the correct drivers, and it's booted into Windows. And Windows will completely boot up, and then once it's done, it will actually run the logon.bat script. It'll also create that initial user and set the organization and as well as the organization name and the owner's name. So it allows you to fully script that installation. So the big part is that we got past that initial driver. Then Windows being set up. Okay, Windows is now set up. We get the Let's Start. And you can see it doesn't just go to the setup assist. It does setup, but it actually goes and starts installing the Windows drivers from those resources that I installed. And so you can see the keyboard and mouse fully work. It now discovered the network and is able to continue installing all of the drivers. You can also add additional commands in there to bind to Active Directory, install some other software that you may have. So it has that account fully available, and it is running as administrator, so you can install the software. So you can see now it's completed. I can hit return, and now I have a fully functional version of Windows. Let's just recap what we did. So we started off with a base image that was in the Windows install media. When we tried to restore it to a Mac, it actually blue screened because of a driver that wasn't found. So I showed you how to inject the driver into that base image. Then I took that base image, used Winclone to customize it in a package, and then restore that package, and all that customization and scripting then applies. So I hope you found that helpful. For more information and more videos, subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us on Twitter, or check back on the blog. So thanks very much for watching, and I really enjoyed showing this to you.